Hey, how's it going? We're here, and this is like it's a little over. I'm past due, but I wanted to do the update, and we're going to go through the Renpho app also. So stick around, and don't forget to like it and follow me. Like I said, here we are. We're on the I forget what week, like 6 or 7, 6 I think, I don't know. And we're still going strong, and I'm learning a lot of things. So today I wanted to go through the Renpho app. You know, before we get started, I want to also tell you though, you know, I tried to do like almost 10 days ago, I tried to do a plank and a bunch of push-ups and stuff, and I guess I'm just too heavy around the midsection still, because that ended in a herniated disc and put me down. So in the last 10 days I haven't been able to run or work out, just strictly dieting only, and that's been fluctuating. I have learned a couple things. There is proof that shows, let's see if I can find that real quick. What we're going to do is we're going to cover a couple things, and how you know, I'm on the Optavia diet, and I'm actually liking it because it's teaching me so much about portion size and what my body really wants. And I've come to some incredible conclusions, and let's go ahead and switch over right now. First, I want to show you this independent study right here. Now, this independent study, they done Haber and Spreitzer. They done this independent study where they took a couple people, right, and had one person eat right and another person eat a whole bunch of junk food, but they kept them both in. Well, they done it to a bunch of people, but they kept them in the two groups. They kept them below and in a deficit. And then another person, you know, their control, they had a person that people that ate above their deficit, you know, and the results were amazing. It was astounding. The thing is that they proved that as long, it doesn't matter what you eat, as long as you're in a deficit, you will lose weight. Now, the thing is that if you're eating lousy, you're going to feel lousy, right? If you're eating healthy and you're in a deficit, you'll feel a lot better. But if you're sitting there and you're wondering how to lose weight, well, this is the end all of it all. You know, as long as you're in a calorie deficit, you will lose body fat. And depending on what you're eating and if you're working out, you might lose muscle mass as well. Right, so you got to be careful. That's why people try so hard to work out and eat protein and eat a good diet while they're in a deficit, so they don't lose muscle mass as the weight they lose, but they only lose body fat. Now, how Optavia works is it tries to make sure that everything is met to keep your muscle mass and keep your calories up, so that your deficit isn't so high that your body starts consuming itself. Now, I've in the past fasted, you know, for weeks at a time and lost all kinds of weight that way. I mean, I can drop 20 pounds, 30 pounds in a couple weeks, and I've done it before just totally fasting and not eating nothing. What happens is your body goes into ketosis and it burns body fat. The problem is that it starts burning muscle mass for protein, right? So we don't want that. And also when you have a person like me who has had a lot of weight, a lot for me, we don't want all that loose skin. And if you lose the body fat too fast, you lose the weight too fast, your body doesn't have time to change, because skin, when you get older, especially my age, it's not as elastic as it was, but it is still possible. I've seen it where people have lost a lot and lost weight and kept their skin to where it wasn't quite so loose as other people who lost it drastically fast and had a lot of loose skin. We don't want that, because I don't want to go into surgery. So my plan is to lose the body fat slowly, 2 pounds to 3 pounds a week max, and and then work out and stuff and try to fill out my body that was once all that skin was taken up, extra skin, by fat. I want to build muscle as much as I can and still look proportional and good to fill in those that loose skin, you know. And so that's the plan. Okay, so this study though shows that it really doesn't matter what you are eating, right? As long as you are in a deficit. Next, we want to talk about the Renpho scale. Now, I purchased this scale, and I got to tell you, I'm very happy with this scale. What it does is it for 20. Here's it on Amazon for $26, right? $26 on Amazon. This exact same one I have. It took me a little bit to figure out how to use it and how to use the app, but we'll walk through that real quick. What it does is it not only takes your weight, it takes your body fat, and it calculates your lean mass and all that stuff. We'll look at that in a second, and I think it's pretty cool, right? So the link to this is in the description, and you'll be happy to check that out. Okay, so here we are. I got this cast, right? And if you're wondering how I'm casting my Android phone onto the Mac, I'm using something called Visor, right? Vysor, and it seems to be working. You had to unlock the developer mode on your phone. There's some instructions. I'll try to put that also in the whatever. Anyway, all right. So here you go. Here it is. You just tap on it right there. I think you do, and this is what it brings up. Now the secret of this thing is that once you add your device, you just click on it here, right? And that's how it finds it. And then you can click on body fat scale. It took me a while to figure that out. And so you step on your Renpho scale, and you have this up, and you click on your scale right there, and then it'll automatically download. Now here is an example right here of what it's looking at, right? So the last time that I weighed, I was at 255.9. Yay for me, right? Yay. And my hip ratio, I'm not, but see now body fat right here, it's telling me all that stuff, right? It's telling me that. Well, that's controlling it. That's pretty cool. And I know that if I look, there's a, let's see. Bring that up, and so if I was to step on the scale right now, it would go ahead and read it. But look at this. Look at this is why. This is what I really like right here, right? So it showed my weight, 255.9. Then it shows my BMI, right? I don't have to calculate it. It calculates it for me, 36.6, which is pretty high, by the way. But my body fat is down to 38.7. Yay for me, right? And then, but look at this stuff. Here we got our fat-free body weight, right? So that's 156.9. Boy, I ain't got no muscle, do I? It's all fat. And then we have here's the percent of subcutaneous fat versus visceral fat. Visceral fat is the fat that's around your belly. Subcutaneous is all the stuff under your skin and around your organs, right? Which you still want to get rid of. Here's your body water. That's pretty cool. Skeletal muscle percent, skeletal mass. Muscle mass shows your muscle mass right there, 148.9. So that's pretty cool. Then you have it has your bone mass, your protein index, your BMR. This is much better than calculating it. It tells me right there that my BMR is 1924 calories. So as long as I lead, now they say a calorie, you want to do like a calorie per pound, and that should be your deficit. I am 255. So as long as I am running a 260 rounded off 260 calorie deficit, so that means that I can run. That's 17. If I eat 1,600 calories a day, according to this, I will still lose weight at 1,600 calories. Now, here's the thing. How Optavia is set up to eat 5 meals. That's controversial. A lot of people feel that you should have intermittent fasting, or even alternate fasting, which is fast one day, eat the next. A lot of people have great results doing that, and it depends how what you want, right? If you're looking just to lose weight only, then yeah, go ahead, fast a whole bunch of stuff. You know, you're going to lose weight only. But see, that's not what I want. I want to lose body fat, right? So I'm not looking at this as much as I'm looking at this, the 38.7. I want that to drop. I want it to be 15, 10, in between 15 and 12%, right? That's where I'm really aiming right now. And because as long as I got 15%, 12 to 15%, I can still have plenty of fat on my body to build muscle, right? Then I still want to build muscle. So I want to fill out those areas. So that's why I'm looking at this. But this tells me that hey, man, if I didn't have an ounce of body fat on my body, I'd weigh about 160 pounds. And that's something else, right? So this is the Renpho scale. Renpho. And so here you go. It's right there. Okay? So next, let's look at how things been going for me. Okay, so let's look at some of the things that we've done so far. We'll start out with Chronometer, looking at the diet. So here's the 4th. Got 1,400 calories basically. Some of the things I was eating. Let's see, Morningstar Farm sausage. Checks. Look, see, I'm cheating all the time. Right? I don't know why I do that, but this is lunch. Coffee. Let's see where most of my fat was coming from that ranch salad dressing again that I eat at work. This is backwards, right? Look at that. That's terrible. Protein's down, but I got most of my protein from a protein bar, and then Chex Mix. Look at all the carbs. These are all my, what are they called? Macros. These are my macros. And it shows, and here was my total deficit for the day, 1,800, including, so I should be okay still there, right? Because that's pretty good. I'm at 1,400. Let's go to next day. This is the 5th. We missed a week last Saturday, so we're covering a lot of time here. You can see that I ate a lot of stuff here, but only at 1,400 still. But mustard and greens, oh, I loved them. They were great. And I ate some chicken, and I remember that day. But I ate a bunch of tortilla chips. See that 20 chips? Look at how many calories off of 20 tortilla chips. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. And then backwards again, right? I don't know what. Getting a little bit better, though. A little bit better here. And total deficit. This day I ran and everything. I was able to run. This is before my back injury. Negative 3,100. When I have that size of deficit, it really doesn't matter what I eat, right? I mean, I could eat a whole pig almost, you know. I don't know. And then the 6th, we again done a bunch of exercising that day. But look at how much I ate. 1,900 calories. And we know that's right at my top, right? Because we just looked at that. 1,900 calories is right there at my BMI. So when I'm eating that much, I'm really, if I'm not working out, I'm not losing weight, right? But here I still had a 1,600 deficit, but still this is too much food. And let's see where it was. Okay, let's see what I ate that cost so much. Right here it is, kettle potato chips. Okay, I know that's all wrong. And then what's this? Tortilla chips. Look at 500 calories. I really went to town on the tortilla chips. Look what it did to my diet. Protein's way down, carbs way up, fat's maxed out. Not good. I was feeling pretty good though, because I was losing all that weight. And I figured, what the hey, I'll just go for it, right? So here we're way high again. And guess what? More tortilla chips. And what else did I eat that was cost so effective? Well, that's cheese. I guess I can get away with a piece of cheese every once in a while. Just the tortilla chips. I had a piece of ham for my protein, and everything else looks okay. But it's more kettle chips somewhere in here, right? That's where I got most of the carbs from, the kettle chips, the tortilla chips, and that's not good. But I only had a 1,200 deficit, and so this is probably why I slowed down on what I was losing, right? And then I think I hurt myself after that. Yep, that was the day that I hurt myself, and was down ever since then. And then so on that Friday, I couldn't walk, couldn't move, so you don't see any exercise. And I was up at 16 and only 1400. And let's see, I still ate what? Popcorn, microwave popcorn. That's amazing. That popcorn is so unhealthy. I always thought before that it was a good diet stuff, popcorn was, but obviously it is not. It's really bad for you. And then I had some fish for my protein. And what else did I have here? Protein bar, salad. Oh, this is Endme. This is the first time I tried those. They were pretty good, and they're pretty healthy too. Right, so then we go into Saturday and Sunday, which we never really count. Look, I didn't do anything as far as getting around, so I kept my calories down to 1200. That was very good. And look at this. This is exactly what I wish I would see every time. You know, and this is I ate a bunch of hamburger. I was surprised, but it maxed my fat out, although it was super lean. And then I had a piece of chicken. But look that's just regular meat. Just eating meat for my protein. Hamburger and chicken, and look what it did here. That's amazing. And then I had some Optavia bar and everything. Sunday, we never look at Sundays because it's church days. And here you can see I was 1500, no calories burnt. You know, and only an 800 deficit. These are way out. I had some whites. They had Sunday we had Asian meal at the church, so I ended up eating a bunch of that, and hey, whatever, what can I say? And we go to the 11th here. 1400 calories was my max that day, just about split in half for my deficit. And there we go. Peanut butter sandwich, the biggest thing. Peanut butter sandwich. See, people think peanut butter is really good for you, but look at the carbs. The carbs and stuff, man. And then I had some tortilla chips. 324. You know, I just haven't been able to overcome the need for snack foods. I don't know. Here, you know, I'm still healing, so only 1200, so I had a 1700 calorie deficit. Macros were still, what did I get? Eggs. I cooked an egg, and that's not bad fat. And Mom's brand frosted flakes. Oh, that's not good. And then some chicken breast for my protein and a protein bar. Look at the energy, though, that off of that. It's way down. That's okay, though. That means I had protein-rich that with not a lot of calories, right? And we'll go on. And actually, I haven't even been able to work out yet because my back is just getting to where I can trust it again. And so we're almost done here with this part. Here we got, I went all the way down to 1700 or 1100, so that gave me a deficit of 2100, and that was pretty good. Where'd my fat come from? Peanut butter again, and peanut butter. All right, so the 14th, 1600, and I know what this is from. I was craving pizza so bad last night that I went ahead and I was doing fine until I had those couple pieces of pizza, and then that shot me clear up. And you know, but I was still in a 1600 deficit because I was walking around a little bit more and feeling a little bit better. And today I'm feeling even better, so I might even go on a run today. We'll see. And then today, which I haven't logged yet. Oops, wrong button. Today, which I haven't logged yet, but all I've had today is coffee. And so there we go. Fitbit dashboard, we already know what happened, right? So here we got the 4th. We got a bunch of steps, 2,100 steps. 21,000, 11,000 on the 6th. Not as many. Okay, this is what after I hurt myself. You know, I'm going down. I'm averaging. I don't know what that is. Oh, I had to charge my Fitbit, and I left it at home, so that one didn't get 200. And that day is the same way. And then we're back up to 6,800, 6,900, 8,500. A typical day at work without exercising. I usually go around the track and stuff, and we're not doing that. But here we got, and you notice that after I stopped exercising, look at, well, I was down to 58, remember, and now that heart rate is coming back up, my resting pulse, which is not good, because one of the main reasons is that we're trying to get rid of the high blood pressure. Let's go on to beachbody.com and we'll look at my weight. Just as we suspected, it's not dropping like it was because I was injured and I'm eating too much. But let's look at my fat, which is what we really want. Oh, I can't look at it on here. That's right. That's why I use that one. Right, but we still have a drop, right? We're still dropping. I am still dropping in weight. It is still going down. So that's very good. Let's look at it here. Here's body fat. Body fat is definitely still curbing. Look at this drop. It's still dropping heavily. It's on a steep slope down, and that is awesome. Right, so it went back up for a second here. I don't know what was going on there. And now it's dropping back down. So that's pretty good. I think this is the difference between using the Renpho scale and using the calculation method for body fat. Now that I'm using the Renpho scale, I just take it right off of that instead of trying to calculate it myself. And so we're dropping. We are down to 38.7 on the body fat, down to 255.9 on the total weight. And so we are definitely dropping, and that is good. All right. So that makes up for the last couple weeks almost, and I'm sorry I missed that one Saturday because my back was out. I just couldn't get it done and everything. But we're doing this. This is a day early, but that's because I'm on spring break. Yes, I like that. And so now we've covered the Renpho, and we covered also all the updates and everything. Next time, look forward to talking to you about the blueprint, the body transformation blueprint, which I purchased. So next time we'll be talking about that, and I hope you enjoy yourself. We'll see you later. Bye bye.